What's good, everybody? This is Dan from Dan's Trains, and today we got another flame review coming right up for you guys. So just hang tight and let's get to it. So the engine we're reviewing today is my Rio Grande FT diesel number 5484. Okay, now for a little backstory on the engine. So this engine was released in Lionel's 2006 Volume 1 catalog. And I believe I bought it either in 2006, like late 2006 or 2007. But whatever it is, I've had it for a couple years now. And one of the best things I like about this engine is the rail sounds and the fact that it's very simple. It's a conventional engine and it's extremely fun to ride. All right, now let's take a closer look at this engine. So starting at the front here, we have these two headlights. Now, the thing is, on this engine, the headlights, like the top headlight doesn't blink on and off. And that feature of the upper headlight blinking, that's like a very standard feature when it comes to legacy streamlined diesels. Maybe not diesels such as this FT here, but like on other diesels such as like the F3 and the F7 and whatnot. Looking to the side here, we have lighted number boards, and I'll show you those in a little bit more detail a little bit later. Down low here, we have this electrocoupler, which can be either thrown with a electrocoupler compatible piece of track. Now I thought that was pretty odd because, I mean, on most engines that are conventional, they're just manual, which means that there's a little tab and you touch the tab and the coupler opens. Now, saying that, if you kind of look closely, there's a little flap right down here, and you can open up the coupler like that. All right, moving on to the side here, we have the two horns up top. Now, moving a little bit lower, we have the lighted number boards. Now, there are two lighted number boards on this engine. And looking at the front and rear trucks, I mean, they are the same, by the way. You have this little bit of a ladder right here. And looking at the front truck, you have some very nice cast-in detail. Now, there is no real separately applied detail, pretty much other than the horns and maybe this grab iron. And that's just because, again, it's a conventional diesel engine, which means that Lionel might not put as much, time and effort into it as they would for, say, a legacy, like FT or an F7 or something. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of not really a bottom of the line engine, but it's getting down there. So just to keep in mind. And finally, if you look right here really carefully, you'll see the engineer. He's just minding his own business. He's just chilling there. It's like, when are we going? That's a good question. Now, we'll get this engine on the track soon enough. All right, now for the rear view. So we have some more cast-in detail right there. This ladder, this other ladder, some more cast-in detail on the trucks right there. Now, looking across the engine, again, you'll see a little bit more cast-in detail. There's a lot of cast-in detail on this engine. These windows right here, and we got the fuel tank right down there, which contains the speaker. Now, one of the reasons why I like this engine so much is just how accessible all the settings and stuff are. For example, right? The conventional settings and all the inner workings of the engine can be accessed easily by just lifting up on this little panel right here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but if we look inside the engine, you'll see the soundboard, one of the motors. There are two motors in this engine, one in the cab and one in the rear. And this is, hold on a second, let me just get my pointer. Pointer. All right, here it is. Yeah, one in the front run, one in the rear. This is the rear one, right here. The soundboard's in there, and all the other electrical workings of the engine, all the guts of the engine, I guess you could say, are just all splayed across inside. And you can, you can literally just stick your hand in there and just mess with it. However, I definitely do not recommend you doing that, because that will destroy your engine, right? Now, I'm not trying to get anything broken here, but I'm just saying it's all there. And another feature that I like about this that is not like done well on a lot of other Lionel engines is that once you take off the access panel, so like the inner guts of the engine, like it can come off pretty easy, but putting it on can be a major pain in the butt. So one of the things I like about this engine is you just take it off like that and you just put it right back on like that. Easy peasy. And one last thing before we go. So as you look here, these are the smokestacks or vents of this diesel engine. Now, the thing is that Lionel did not put a smoke system in this engine. And I have a love-hate relationship with the fact that Lionel did not put a smoke system in this engine. I love it because the thing with diesel engines that have smoke systems is they always smoke and they don't stop smoking. So it stinks up your room like really quickly if you run this engine for a long period of time. So basically you can just run this engine for as long as you want until you get bored with it and then you just turn it off, right? And it won't leave like a white haze in the room that smells like burnt smoke fluid, which is like really good. However, the fact that it doesn't have a smoke unit in the engine kind of, I guess, it makes it just a little bit less realistic and a little bit more toyish. Now, to a lot of O-scale enthusiasts, this is like bloody murder. But the thing is, I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, I just got this engine because I thought it would be fun to run. So, yeah, I mean, to each his own, really. All right, so that just about wraps up all I have to say for the Rio Grande diesel number 5484. Now, I know it doesn't have as many features as a lot of O-scale enthusiasts would like, but the thing is, this really isn't an O-scale enthusiast engine. This is just like an engine that can be run by anybody, like ranging from a kid like I was when I bought this engine. Let's see, in 2006, I was like 7 years old, so yeah, like this thing goes way back, all right? To pretty much people like my dad who's like 50. So yeah, this diesel engine really is a engine made for like everybody. It's very fun to run, and you can get hours of just like run time in, and you won't get bored for like a second, because I mean it's like really cool. Now I guess like enough talk. I'm telling you about like how great this engine is, but I'm like not running it yet. So yeah, let's get to that. All right. Okay, so that just about wraps up today's review of the Lionel Rio Grande FT Diesel number 5484. I hope you guys liked the review. It's a great engine all in all. Now, I can't really tell you how much this engine costs, but I'm pretty sure it's in like the low quality like Lionel price range. So it's not necessarily affordable, but I'm pretty sure it's like affordable compared to like a lot of the engines that Lionel is like selling today. It's kind of an old diesel, so I don't know how available it is, but if you can find it, I would definitely recommend you buying this engine if you are just starting out with like a layout that has at least like 027 curves. And I think 027 is like the tightest curve that Lionel sells. So yeah, you're all set with this engine. Yep. Alright guys, so that just about wraps up this review. In the next week, I'm on vacation. Woo! Alright, so this week I'm gonna try to get some more like quality reviews and all the other good stuff out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep on liking, subscribing, and please leave a comment. I mean, love hearing from you guys and stuff. I also like it when you subscribe and like, so yeah. Alright, so just keep doing what you're doing. It's all working. Yeah. So, as always, man, this is Dan from Dan's Trains. I will see you next time. Stay frosty.